Hi there, a little bit of Barbie today. Not something, as you know, is not my main collecting thing, but if every now and again I see one and I'm like, yes, that is lovely. So I have a small amount of Barbies within my collection. My main fashion doll collection, as you know, is going to be my Cindy's and my Smart Dolls, but then there's lots of others in between. It's just whatever takes my fancy more than anything else. Now, this particular one, this Toy Story one, I got from a shop called Home Bargains. Now, I did get her some time ago. It was actually pre-lockdown and she's been sat in this box for so long. I thought it's about time she came out. Now, I only paid $4.99 for this, which is exceptionally cheap. When it first came out, I don't know how much it was, but I have noticed they are still going for a lot more than that. Not a huge amount, but, you know, they are within the realms of a play fashion doll. But, you know, I definitely got a bargain price at $4.99. And then this second girl was one that I saw with, obviously it's one of the fashionistas and it's one of the new ones that came out, and I just loved her. I saw her obviously out of this. She's got great hair when it comes out. And I like the Curvy Barbies. I thought she had an extremely pretty face as well. I have one other Curvy Barbie. This is one that will actually sit on my shelf. I have a shelf which are sort of almost like one of each of everything I do for making clothes, etc, etc. So that is where she is going to be going, because I think she'll work perfectly on there. And this one, I'm not quite sure. I made a joke about this because you may have seen the Bruce Lee opening that I had, which is actually a action figure of my husband's, but I have acquired it. He is on the shelf. And I just thought she might go quite nicely with him because of the fitness side and everything. It sort of made me think of his wife a little bit, so I thought that was quite cute. So love Toy Story 4, by the way, has me in stitches. So shall we go with this one first, because this was the first bargain that I got. So it's just a normal box. On the back it's a new chapter in the lives of Woody, Buzz Lightyear and the Toy Story gang. Just a little bit obviously about the film. It's not suitable for under 3-year-olds. She is a character from the film if you have seen it, so you will know who she is. Now let's see how I can get in her. Do we have to have lots of scissor work here? I'm hoping not. Apart from that, it makes a funny noise when you're cutting and pulling at everything. Well, that was easy. Well, we're on that bit anyway. Ta-da! Another box to sort out. So here she is. Let's have a look how many clips. There's not a huge amount actually holding her in. They're more like little plastic rings rather than the sort of snippy bits. So we've got some there though. I think that's a little elastic. I think I'm just going to cut this plastic as well. And then I've been complaining about how bad my scissors were when I just did my crochet tutorial. That's not surprising. I need to perhaps have a separate pair of scissors just for... Oh, I nearly caught her leotard then. It's on all in one rather than just a leotard. Are you out now, missus? I think there's one more. And her hair, oh, of course. I'm saying there's one more. There's not. There's a lot more. They're all hiding. That's her wrist. So we have got some horrible elastics there. Now her hair, I'm just going to push her hair over to one side. I've had accidents with hair before where I've snipped it. She seems to be pretty fixed in there. One for her head, I'm presuming. Nope, we're still fixed in. Where's your other one there, missus? It's there. Or not. Yay! I think we're out. I think we're out. She looks like she's got some great articulation, actually. I hope she's got even more than that when I get her out. That's the only problem with the fashionistas. I absolutely love some of the designs, but their articulation's appalling. So we'll move that. There's a few of these little bits that I hate. I will pop them in the box because I need to make sure, as I mentioned before, they're away from my pussycat. And let's see what we've got on here. She's got a lovely one in the back of her head there. She's like got a key in her head. Put that one over there. We have a little bit around her wrist. We have a little bit that's just holding her shoe on. I might leave that on for 2 minutes. And here she is. Let's see what articulation we've got first. So we've got some great movement there. We have elbow movement, wrist movements. Head is obviously, oh no, we have head back, forward, side and side, so that's quite good. She might be really quite cute actually for doing some of the outfits and for photography. So the fringe is like a stiff fringe. I don't know whether I should put a comb through that or should leave it like it is. I might have to experiment with that. Legs, yes, we have movement. ankles are solid, but that's okay. We've still got a lot more movement than we've got with these poor fashionistas. I suppose perhaps because she's an exercise one, she's got a little bit of movement there. Now I'm going to sort of take, I can't make up my mind, I think she's probably got that painted underwear on. Let's have a little nosy. They usually have. I'll keep her this way. That feels very tight. I'm not sure whether I'm going to... Is it the belt? She's got a belt on, hasn't she? Which is quite cute, because if you look at the belt, it's got like a little buckle. It's just a piece of ribbon, really, with a little buckle on it. But I don't know whether we have to take that off to get it out. Which I'm going to have to snip it there. It's going to be a bit of a pain to put it back on, I suspect. But I can't get this down otherwise. Yep, it's just paint. Well, it's not even painted on in this situation. It's just where they like emboss it. It's got like Barbie written all over it. So she's got, we could say she's got some flesh-coloured underwear on, shall we say. And it's got little Barbie sort of words all over it. So I can pull that back up now, missus. But she has some little leg warmers on here. And like I say, she's got really good movements. The legs even sort of twist this way. So sort of get a little sort of cute toes together pose. And as I say, we've got quite a bit of movement. I'm presuming she's got the movement because she's sort of an aerobic-y sort of very sort of 90s, 80s, 90s sort of feel there with the lycra. So let's pull her top up. I'm just going to decline a call. I know that's from my daughter, but she did know I was doing some filming, so she probably thinks I've already finished, but I've decided to do a crochet one and then straight onto the doll one. Her hair is nice and soft. She's got long hair, which is nice. We've got this elastic, which is incredibly tight in her hair. I presume she's got a full head of hair in there. You do have to watch that with some dolls. They have bald patches, but she hasn't. She's got a full head of hair. She is very sort of traditional Barbie looking, but I'm really pleased about the articulation because, again, if I make some outfits, it makes great sort of photography if I take her in the garden and do different types of photos. So I'm really pleased with her for £4.99, and particularly because she's well articulated. I'm going to have to try and work the little ribbon belt thing on because I don't think that's going to stay on now. I've snipped it. I know some people obviously get the dolls like this and display them like this, but I do take the clothes off mine because I do make clothes myself. So I will pop her over there. Oh, ping, you're going to hear that one. I've noticed some certain things, notifications, when I'm filming will show on the video. Some do, some don't. It's really weird. Now the new packaging here is very interesting. They seem to have gone to this sort of, I don't know, it's like a little bag with a zip on it. So obviously we can see it is Mattel. On the back we have a list of our fashionistas, which there she is, number 157. I do think they look great. I just wish they had more movement. I mean, obviously she has more movement, he has more movement, she has more movement. I know my granddaughter's got Nikki from the previous one who's in the wheelchair, and she is so stunning. But again, my granddaughter's only 6, but she thoroughly enjoys the fact that the doll moves and you can bend her and you can sit her down and all that. So I don't get, because, yeah, okay, these are a little bit more expensive because they have the accessories like the wheelchair. But I think I would... as a parent or grandparent, I would rather pay a tiny bit more for these if they bent, if they had at least a knee bend so they could sit them down, because I think it does make a difference. But I also get that some younger children are rough, they may break them, so perhaps the solider ones, I don't know. No, I do think they should be allowed to get used to the fact that they do bend. Just says each doll sold separately, etc, etc, and as you know, they're all number coded there, so you know which ones you're getting. So if you have to look online, because I know when I actually ended up getting her from our Smith's toy shop, but when I looked online for her, I knew that the number was 157, so I could pop that in there. So it's just a little bit of information as always on the back. Now for this zip, oh, it's got my name there, it's got no other details on, so I'm not telling you anything I shouldn't there, I don't think. Now you know what my name is, but I'm going to take that label off anyway and stick it over there. So you can see there's one of those horrible little tags there to keep the zip shut, I suppose. I don't know, is it to stop people stealing the dolls? I don't know, it looks pretty solid. I can't see it coming undone. So little zip all the way around. Quite a nice way for the children to keep their dolls if they're wanting to keep them tidy. But then when we get inside, we have more plastic. We have a little bit of a cardboard sort of detail there. Does she just pop out? No, just a tiny bit. So there is less holding her in, which is good. But there is still sort of quite a lot of plastic there. Her hair is held down because she's got this amazing hair. So I'm going to unclip that because I want to show her hair. I've got another one. There's going to be a lot on her hair. I suppose because she has got quite a lot of hair, it probably goes all over the place, which then I'll probably regret. Let's have a look. I've got to look at this hair. It needs a good brush through because it certainly looks more glamorous than that on the photos, as you can see. It's been squashed down for some time, so we need to get a brush. Maybe with that bit of plastic. We need to get a good brush through that. I just thought, I mean, again, we've got some nice head movement there, I suppose. I thought she got the prettiest of faces. She's got these little tiny weeny dimples there. Her eyes are a very pale blue. And then she has this purple long hair, which definitely needs a good brush or a good something. And it will probably need a few bits. You can see it always happens. A few bits want trimming off and tidying up. I think we have a Western theme here. Well, I know we have a Western theme here. She's got this little sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. Is it meant to be a bag? Is it just a belt? I'm not sure. It has a little cactus on here, but sort of a little homage towards that cowboy-esque look. The dress, obviously we've got these little sort of stars and little frills. It's a dress I would actually wear. A little bit of zigzag there. Oh, I nearly dropped her. And then she's got these cute cowboy boots. I absolutely love cowboy boots. And they're gorgeous. They're so cute. They're so cute. Can we get them off? Yes, there we are. So they're just embossed with a few little bit of details, but I do like that. I do like cowboy boots. Again, as far as underwear is concerned, she's got the same ones on as this girl. I like the Curvy dolls. I think it's nice to give a variety. I don't think, I mean, yes, Mattel do give a big variety of dolls, but there is probably even more body types they could be looking at, but you can only make so many. Let's have a look. The side movement to the arms, so that's not too bad. We have a forward. So yeah, you can sort of pose her a little bit. Obviously legs don't really go to the side. They do go forward. They don't really go back. They're stiff back, but they do go forward. So if she was just sort of sat down on the floor, perhaps, even then you might struggle. She's not got much of a 90-degree sort of bend there, but you could sit her on a chair or something, but she looks like she's rocking with her legs stuck in the air, so it doesn't quite work. But I do think she's lovely, and as I say, she will be going on my shelf with my to make items dolls. I think they're both going to go on, so I haven't actually got a Barbie on there at the minute. I've got Cindy's pull-ups, etc, etc. Now I do have a Barbie. I'm fibbing. There is the one that is the Barbie friend, the Japanese version one, which she's roughly, well, she's almost identical proportions to this one actually, but she's not articulated, so I think we need these two to go on the new shelf that I've created, so I can sort of swap them around and things like that. But I think they're both gorgeous. Now this was just a standard price, you know, you go to Smith's Toy Shop, I think it was $9.99 off the top of my head, so they're not a bad price really, and they are very nice dolls, the Fashionistas. It's just that little lack of, just a little knee bend would be nice, just a little knee bend there. Not even necessarily an elbow bend, that would be even better, but a knee bend would be great, so you can actually sit them in a chair, which when children are playing with their items, they don't want just the dolls all sort of stood up, they do want to actually be able to move them around. So this was just a very quick video to show you two Barbies. As I say, I am not a Barbie collector, but if one suddenly takes my fancy, they do appear in my little family of dolls. So I just wanted to share these two. She's been in a box way too long, and this one is a much newer purchase. So from Barbie and Barbie, does she have a name? Do they have names? Doesn't know. Has she got a name? Does anybody know what she's called? Because like I say, she's just number 157. But I know, as I say, my granddaughter has one from the previous one, and she's definitely a Nikki. Is there a name? No, there isn't a name. Oh, that's a nice little comment. It says, you have what it takes to be successful, Barbie. Yeah, we all have what it takes to be successful. We just might have to work at it a little bit sometimes. So that's all I'm going to say for now. So bye-bye from Barbie and Barbie. we'll find out what her name is, and hope to see you very soon. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I think it has to be a doll outfit next, so it'll be a little bit of crochet going off there, and I hope to see you all very soon. If you enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe and share, and don't forget to click on that notification bell to find out if I'm doing any more videos. So thank you very much for watching, and see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.